Hi, muckers. It has been a long time since I have been sitting in this chair in this apartment with this pink microphone in my hand, but it feels so good to be back. I hope you're all doing really, really, really well. Today, we are going to be jumping in with a video about Wendy Williams, who is someone that I'm pretty sure most of us, if not all of us, are aware of. Wendy Williams, who was the host of The Wendy Williams Show, very, very, very famous and infamous in pop culture, one of the biggest. And she has been going through it for the last couple of years, very publicly. A couple of years ago, her show ended very abruptly when she was just replaced by a bunch of different guest hosts, and then eventually her show remained, but Sherry Shepherd took it over, and Wendy never got a goodbye publicly. She never did that final show. She never said, I'm going to go away for a while. She just was phased out by her company. And as someone who watched the Wendy Williams show, it was one of the most frustrating things to witness because they were in real time taking away and replacing and rewriting the history of her legacy, and she was the one that had built it up, and they were completely just ignoring that and overriding it. And it really bothered me how the Sherry Shepherd situation went down. I know she's doing her show now, I know people love it, but I don't care. Like, that was the Wendy Williams show, and everything was stolen from Wendy Williams. Now, you may or may not have your opinions of Wendy Williams. The majority of people do not like Wendy Williams for very valid reasons. And I want to put that here, right? And now I want to talk about the human Wendy Williams, because when her husband, Kevin, who basically was a very big figure in her show, in the behind the scenes, was cheating on her, and she found out, this had been going on for a while, it very much so started to break Wendy Williams. And this was very much so the start of it. And she's been very open about the health struggles she goes through, personal struggles, mental health struggles, physical health struggles. And she talks about Graves' illness, I think it's called. And she has lymphedema. There's a lot of things. And she's, again, also talked about mental struggles. So we have not seen from Wendy Williams, other than one or two times in public outings by paparazzi, we haven't seen from her really in the last couple of years, and there has been a movement that has started, and it's not as big as the Britney one, but it is Free Wendy. Basically, people being like, where the fuck is she? Is she safe? How has she just disappeared? Why do we know nothing at all? And truth be told, after a couple of years of really not seeing Wendy at all, Wendy Williams has came back with a trailer for a documentary in which, I mean, it's intense. It basically confirms everything people thought about what was going on behind the scenes. But it's also very sad because the overall story was that Wendy Williams was being exploited for money. And, you know, she was being put under conservatorships and she wasn't being able to access her money and all these different things. And now she's coming back with a trailer of a documentary which basically shows her in quite possibly one of the worst lights ever. It's showing her, you know, at her lowest point. And I don't think there's any point past the lowest point that's going to be showed in the documentary. And it just makes me feel, who is behind this documentary? Is this documentary for Wendy to make back money? But Wendy doesn't have any access to her money because of the alleged conservatorships and stuff that are being placed without her consent. Is this corporation still exploiting her? We're going to get to all of it. First of all, we have this article, and then we have the documentary that we're going to get to, okay? So it says, Wendy Williams is seen for the first time in a year as she breaks down over her struggles and sobs that she has no money in a new documentary. By the way, I am literally drinking quite possibly the hottest tea possible. So if my nose is running, it's starting to get to a good temperature, but for the past 10 minutes I've been drinking it and my nose has been running. A new documentary. Wendy Williams seen in a new Lifetime documentary. The TV star 59 has appeared in the first trailer for the upcoming special over 2 years after leaving her chat show, citing health problems. The documentary is coming to Lifetime. It's going to be a 2-night event which will follow Wendy as her health continues to decline. So again, I don't think that there's going to be anything in this documentary other than just the struggles, which makes me feel, who's behind this documentary? Because I know Wendy Williams would not have signed off on a documentary like this a couple years ago, because she did a Lifetime and it showed the struggles, but it also showed the triumph. This almost feels like people making money at the expense of this woman having a huge breakdown. Don't know. All right. In the trailer, Wendy broke down in tears as she struggled with both mental and physical illness after her talk show came to an end. So here we see Wendy, different outings. She says since she was 6 years old, all she wanted to do was be famous. She told the cameras. The documentary included a glimpse into Wendy's life back in her presenting heyday, receiving a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame, which wasn't that long ago, which was how quickly Wendy Williams' health has declined. That was only like 2019 or 2020. However, it then cuts to show Wendy in the presence, the first time she's been seen publicly in over a year. It also shows her son, who told the camera she's done a really good job at making it seem like everything is okay, but in reality, there's something very wrong going on. Footage shows a frail Wendy in the backseat of a car, with the producer asking her, "Have you seen a neurologist?" And she replied, "To see if I'm crazy? Clips show the star struggling to even stand without assistance, while a male family member said she was put in front of a judge and given a guardian. That was when they took her away from us. So basically that Wendy Williams has been put in a conservatorship. Speaking directly to the camera, Wendy then said, "I have no money, and let me tell you something, if it happens to me, it can happen to you." Another scene in the trailer showed one of Wendy's loved ones asking if she drank an entire bottle of vodka today. So here we see Wendy in the documentary. And again, this is scenes of her only a couple years ago when she was getting the Hollywood Walk of Fame. All right, so she then responded about drinking the full bottle of vodka, and she snaps and says, "Keep the bottle there," while lying in bed. Her son then asserted that Wendy is still planning to return to TV, despite that he thinks that his mother has worked enough in her career. Wendy's family also claimed that she seems to be losing memory after the star didn't know where she was while driving around in New York, where she has lived for many years. In a conversation with her niece, she told the host that there have been random people around, to which Wendy added, "stealing money from me." Wendy has not been seen for over a year. However, back in March, she was seen drinking during a night out in New York, 5 months after leaving rehab. She went, and she can live her life. She can live her life. She went club hopping in Manhattan, where she visited venues including Fresco, Biscotto, and Gay Bar, the Townhouse, with a source telling Page Six she kept saying she wanted to get drunk tonight. Okay, talking about her podcast, Wendy talks about having to say goodbye to different things in her career. Here we're seeing her in outings in public. This was February 2023, so basically an entire year ago. And I remember when this came out, and this was one of the last times that Wendy has been seen. And this, again, was a year ago. Here we see footage of her, again, from that time period, like a year ago. This is really the last time she was seen publicly, and it seems that there has been a steady decline since that. All right. The source added that Wendy Williams said she told this table that she was also looking for love, like sex in this city. All right, okay, so it talks about Wendy suffering with some medical issues, including lymphedema and Graves' disease, but is reportedly determined to keep her TV career going. In October, it was revealed that the star was home and healing after going back to rehab to focus on health and wellness, following a streak of erratic behavior and claims of substance abuse. Wendy is excited about the road ahead and looking forward to releasing her many projects, the former talk show host publicist said in a statement. He also said she wants to say thank you to the fans for the support and many prayers, and that she is back and better than ever, which, judging by this documentary, is the furthest thing from the truth, which again is very interesting that this documentary is being made. I just wonder who wanted this documentary to be made. You know what I mean? Was it Wendy? If it was, then, that's fine. Is it her team trying to exploit more money from her and show her in her worst part of life right now? Maybe. That seems more likely. Oh, that tea is hot as fuck. Okay, so, at a time, a source told Page Six that Williams' substance abuse had gotten worse as she went from drinking wine to straight-up vodka. Williams had seen difficulties in controlling her drinking to the detriment of her overall health, with one source describing it as failing. And I don't like when people speak about others, I don't like when people speak about others when it comes to substance abuse or recovery or failing or anything like this. Let people live their own life. Let people do their own stuff and stop inserting yourself and deciding that you are the doctor, which is why I just have a stance of this is her life. And who am I to make decisions or say things on what she should do? That is her life, and she's a grown woman. She knows what she's doing, and I'm not going to speak about anyone on what they should do with their life. Obviously, I hope everyone is healthy and safe, but I'm never going to sit here and act like the voice of reason when it comes to people going in and out of rehab. Like, and neither should you. Like, and neither should these people. Like, fuck off. All right. The talk show host told a photographer recently that she was formally retired amid reports of her comeback. Wendy is working on several projects, adding that she's excited to get things rolling and get back to being Wendy Williams. All right, so this is something as well. Wendy Williams had been posting online that her podcast was going to be coming for a very long time, and that was the reason that she was okay with her show being taken over, because she was getting her podcast. Nothing ever came of that. The fans are waiting. Nothing. It just was dropped. So another instance of, you know, Wendy being taken from the public and no one knowing what the fuck is going on with her life. But we're being told from her publicist that the podcast is still in the works. Wendy is focused on her overall wellness, a source revealed, with the star now ready to get back to work. Okay, so Wendy has been filming projects in different restaurants above New York. Not above New York, not in the clouds, literally just in New York. So basically, it's just talking about the new projects that are going on in her life. Now, the trailer is called Where is Wendy Williams, the official trailer. It's playing on the fact that people have been wanting to know where she is for so long. Again, if this is a decision by Wendy and her son to make this, then I am in full support of it. However, if this is from the point of view of greedy, money-hungry teams being like, you haven't worked enough, so we're going to film you at your worst and make money off it, then I don't support it and I'm not going to watch it. As much as I would love to know what's happening with Wendy Williams, if this is at the hands of that, I'm not going to watch it. And how will we know if it is at the hands of that or not? We probably won't. This is going to be streaming on February 24th and 25th. Let me know if you're going to watch it. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to watch it anyway because it's going to be in the States. But if I was able to, there's a little bit of a moral dilemma on whether I want to or not. I have a hair right here. Can I get it? Hey. Come on, babe. Where are you? Oh, so now you go. Okay. Anyways, this is the trailer. And let me know if you're going to watch it. Let me know if you're going to watch it. Let's get to it. Okay, let me adjust the sound. Okay.
From 6 years old, all I wanted was to be famous.
A Lifetime 2-night documentary event.
Showtime.
Executive produced by Wendy Williams.
The boss is walking, everybody.
Nobody can do it like Wendy.
It just makes me so sad because these clips are literally from 2019. Now, that may sound like a good few years ago, but think of your life in 2019 and imagine the decline that your life and health went in within that year to now. I mean, it's a scary thought. Like, she was really on top.
No one. People love Wendy.
You are a star.
She was in her living room every single day for 12 years.
Yep, I guess that'll do.
And that's what people responded to, her authenticity. And then at the peak of her career, she was gone.
And again, this clip showing her iconic Wendy chair in her apartment. Didn't her team try to sell this chair? Sell the iconic chair? And then they were like, oh, we'll give it back to her. Or the Wendy Williams fucking show or something tried to sell it. Or it was out on the streets or something. And it's like they were just trying to get rid of her at any cost. So yeah, what a lovely fucking panoramic shot here of showing her fucking iconic chair. But you bitches were trying to get rid of it whenever she was in fucking mental hospitals. Fuck off.
Are we ready?
Yeah, waiting on you.
All right. And away we go.
Love you, Wendy.
All I know is how to be famous. I really want to be back on television.
You're gonna be back on TV. That's easy.
My mom has done a great job making it seem like everything is okay always.
Wendy, make sure you look here. 1, 2, 3.
But in reality, there's something wrong going on.
And again, this is really the first time that we've ever had Wendy Williams' son in front of the camera or talking publicly. I don't think he's ever been publicly outspoken about anything that's gone on with Wendy because he's also been really young. So as a Wendy watcher, for me, this is a big thing seeing Kevin Jr. Oh my God.
Did you see a neurologist?
To find out if I'm crazy? Oh my God, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. I have to sit down again.
She was put in front of a judge and given a guardian. That was when they took her away from us.
I have no money, and I'm gonna tell you something. If it happens to me, it could happen to you.
As her family, we were all sitting on the sidelines watching, and she was crying out for help.
Did you drink this whole thing today?
Keep it there.
Okay.
Keep it there.
My mom, she always talks about how she wants to work. But I feel as though she's worked enough.
She has people around who are yes people and allowing this to continue.
This is all too much.
Go! Drive! I have no idea where we are. This doesn't look like anything familiar.
I think she's losing memory. Have you guys noticed that?
How dare him? I control me.
I weigh 138.
Anybody could look at her and tell this is not just alcohol.
Dude. There are so many people out there that will watch this and go, well, karma. Karma. And that makes me so sad. I get it. I get the things that Wendy Williams has said or done. I get it. But if you watch the Wendy Williams show, it was very clear that, and it's not an excuse, but it was a very broken woman. And it was a very broken woman freeing herself from that man, her husband. And when she did, she got to the peak of her fame, 2019. Everything was, the show was getting renewed. She seemed so with it, so happy. Hollywood Walk of Fame. And then she disappears. And then she disappears for a couple years. And then the next time we see Wendy Williams is this. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I'm aware that a lot of people that are going to watch this video did not watch the Wendy Williams show, or at least did not watch it at the degree that I watched it. Fuck, oh my God, I was on the show when Michael Rappaport hosted it, which, by the way, fuck Michael Rappaport. Such a silly, stupid man. Stupid, ignorant man. Fuck you, Michael Rappaport. Hate you. Literally hate Michael Rappaport. Stupid propaganda posts on social media. Fuck you, Michael Rappaport. Anyway, I was on the show when Michael Rappaport was hosting it. The Wendy Williams show. And it was a dream come true. It was a genuine dream come true to be on that set. I don't want to say I grew up with the Wendy Williams show, because I really only discovered the Wendy Williams show in like 2016 or 2017. And it was such a comfort to me. And Wendy Williams, obviously I couldn't watch it on TV because it's an American show, but I would watch it on the YouTube re-uploads, and it was such a comfort for me, and still to this day is. And I mean, this woman, for better or for worse, is pop culture. This woman is pop culture. You know, on her radio show, the way she would interview people, the way she would break stories ethically and unethically, it changed media forever. Forever. Her show changed media forever. It broke the boundary of what you can and can't talk about, and it broke the boundary for what you can and can't talk about on daytime fucking TV. This woman is a pioneer, and I don't know what happened. I really, really, really don't know what happened. That within, 20, 21, 22, 3, within 3 years, Wendy Williams has gone from everything to nothing. She got the show taken off her. She got her history wiped. Legacy. Oh my God, I just had a Wendy Williams fucking burp moment there. Legacy wiped. Money taken. Conservatorship. Can't do anything. Projects cancelled. Stuck in the house. Health decline. Like, I'm sure there's going to be so many comments in this video that say, that is karma. That is karma. That is karma. And you know what? You can have your opinion and whatever. But it's just, my stance on this is that it's just unfathomable how quickly that could happen. How quickly it could happen to anybody. Anybody. How many of these huge celebrities, Britney, Wendy, have we seen who went from everything to nothing like that? And like Wendy said, if it can happen to them, it can happen to us. Is that not a scary concept to you? Let's take Wendy out of the picture here. Me or you, in 3 years' time, health is gone, money is gone, everyone's like, it's, how do you deal with that? I could talk about this for so long. I'm going to continue to play it, but Jesus Christ, oh.
There's something more going on. I miss my family.
I'll be there.
No matter how many times somebody may fall down, you gotta lift them back up.
We all make choices in life. We all go through our challenges. She's still a person. How you doing? That's my sister. There have been random people around you stealing money from me, getting money, whatever the case may be. Enough.
Can you tell me where your sister is?
No, I don't know the exact location of where she is.
I feel like the Guardian has not done a good job of protecting my mom.
My life. My life.
Right now, she's weak and vulnerable, and she needs to be around people who aren't going to take advantage of that.
I have no friends.
You know how many people come out to support you? You know how many people love you?
No, I don't.
Everything is going good.
I know.
Now, this, to me, as a Wendy watcher, was insane. This is Black China comforting Wendy Williams while, and again, this may sound stupid, but if you're a Wendy Williams watcher, you will see the significance of this. Wendy Williams not wearing her wig. The wig is on the floor. You can see beside the feet. And not wearing the wig. I think this may be the first time ever we've seen Wendy Williams not in her wig. And again, that may sound like such a stupid thing because the broader conversation here is about health. But the reason I'm saying it is because if you're a Wendy Williams watcher, you know the significance of Wendy Williams not wearing her wig. Like, it's not something that she said she would ever be allowed to show her, like, presenting herself in that thing. So it's like, this shot just makes me so sad. Like, we can't even recognize her anymore. Like, in the most respectful way, and I mean this from a respectful way, like, who is this woman? Like, what? Just... It's crazy how this can happen to an individual so quickly.
I think that the guardianship system is broken. We are her family. And you tell me that I'm not capable of taking care of my sister. What would you do? What should I do? I love being famous. But family is everything. So good to see you again, Dad.
It's good to see you, babe.
Everything.
Where is Wendy Williams? A 2-night documentary event premieres Saturday, February 24th at 8, only on Lifetime.
Okay. I feel like I've said everything. I don't know if I could say any more without just blabbing on and on about the same point. Please let me know if you're going to watch this. I'm going to leave it there because I think I've said everything I want to say without repeating myself. Let me know if you're going to watch it. And if you do, let me know if it's something that you felt ethical when you watched it. Muckers, I'll talk to you in my next one. Oh, sound just went out in one of my ears for some reason. Anyway, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.